This video needs no introduction. We know what we're here for. We know who we're here for.
They love me.
Spider-Man, No Way Home trailer. I believe it's online right now. What are your predictions? Who do you think will be in it?
Well, I think Spider-Man will be in the movie.
Good observation.
Hot scoop.
I am a little worried that they're building so much hype. I wonder how much of that is intentional, and I hope that the movie can meet that because they've really done so much to make everybody freak out.
I think there's only one thing to say right now.
It's pizza time.
Pizza time.
I knew it!
Here we go.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We see the train and MJ.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man,
Doctor Strange.
we started getting some visitors.
Some business. Okay, so that means that they came prior.
Every universe.
Oh, the black and gold suit.
Hello, Peter.
Oh, this infamous scene on the bridge.
You're not Peter Parker.
Oh, hold up. Okay.
What's your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
Okay, wait. He said you're not Peter Parker, so that means.
So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess.
Hold up.
I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
That's Zendaya being Zendaya. Okay.
You're flying out into the darkness.
So there was acknowledgement of another Peter
What do you
Parker.
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
Oh, the Green Goblin bomb.
I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
So those. Okay.
Look, there has to be another way.
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
Oh, the nanotech. He looks great. Jamie Foxx looks great as Electro. I love that costume. There he is.
While the world tries to make you.
There's the boy. Sandman.
It's all my fault. I can't save everyone.
There's the lizard. Oh, a Gwen Stacy moment. Okay.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
Okay. Let's unpack this for a bit. There was a point. Okay, well, one, let's just say there was absolutely no pizza time in that. There was none. We are out of pizza time.
The whole time I was like, why is this big enough for a conference? And I don't know that I ever got that answer, gonna be honest.
They may still be holding them until the film, but there was a thing that Doctor Strange stated that they started receiving visitors, as I believe
No,
what he said.
When he messed up the spell.
Oh, he did?
He said, so yeah, he was blaming Peter for the messed up spell. He said when you botched that spell to change that everyone knew you were Peter Parker, we started getting visitors.
Okay, well then that was my mistake.
I was just gonna say that I'm really surprised that they didn't show any Venom in this trailer. Like,
That's true, because they did allude in the post-credit scene of Venom that he is now in this universe too, and he has seen Peter Parker on the news.
There is one clip I want to go back to. It's at the end of the trailer. Okay.
Yeah, that's the lizard.
All right.
That is the
That is That is very clearly the Lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man universe. And then I see Electro. Now, this is very interesting. There's a point where Dr. Octopus is like, you're not Peter Parker, right?
Right. But it still doesn't mean that the different Spider-Mans are coming into this universe yet.
That's true.
It just means that he's from another universe where there is a parallel Peter Parker.
No, and yes, and that is true. But there are 2 points where they reference that there are different Peter Parkers. There's that line from Dr. Octopus, and then there's a point where Doctor Strange is like, they all get killed fighting Spider-Man, which actually is not true with the Sandman character and Jamie Foxx's Electro. I don't believe that they got killed. Maybe Jamie Foxx did, but I know for a fact that Sandman did not die at the end of Spider-Man 3. Speaking of him, I think it's very interesting that we don't get a good look at the person that plays him. We only get him as this giant creature, right?
Jamie Foxx looks so different.
He looks great.
He looks great, but also like they're clearly going back and kind of rewriting that a little bit. I wonder if they're just gonna totally ignore it, or if there's gonna be like some explanation as to why he's so different.
Well, I was very surprised at the end where there's like from Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield and Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Well, like when they started like putting that reenactment in, we all know how that ended up.
Right. So will Zendaya be killed at the end of this film?
With the fact that Doctor Strange still plays a role in this, is that he can bend that time a little bit.
Can he still? Because his time stone was destroyed in Avengers Infinity War.
He's still doing a lot of stuff. He's still folding buildings in half. I don't know what can and cannot happen. And with Marvel and them kind of going back and sort of like undoing so many deaths in a way that never really happened in any of the other Spider-Man movies. Yeah. And it hasn't necessarily happened in any of the Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland, but because Marvel kind of likes to play that Uno reverse, and they're like, just kidding. I'm going to go into this movie emotionless till the bitter end because I don't want to cry over somebody who's just going to come right back. That's all I'm going to say.
I get that. Going back to Jamie Foxx, I think he may not be directly from the Amazing Spider-Man universe. I think he may be from like a slightly alternate universe.
I just had a random thought. What if it was from a universe that hasn't been created yet, and so the only cameo Spider-Man is one that doesn't exist, and they don't bring Tobey back, they don't bring Andrew Garfield back, it's just some rando that no one's ever heard of, and they're like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Peter Parker, and everyone is just like, no, you're not.
I don't know. I do want to go back and look at the Green Goblin's costume. I thought his costume looked a little bit different too. They did like one close-up shot of the Green Goblin. First of all, Jamie Foxx. Wow. Okay, that is like comic book accurate Electro. Absolutely love the parts that are kind of coming off of his head to create the mask. Jamie Foxx is amazing. Where's Green Goblin? I saw him. Okay. Okay. Never mind. I think they kind of tweaked the costume a little bit, but it looks relatively exactly the same. Let's go back and watch this trailer one more time. Check if there's anything that we missed. Here we go.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
So does that mean that this movie takes place 1 week after? I don't know.
When you botched that spell,
okay, no, yeah, you're right.
Forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man. We started getting some visitors. From every universe.
I love that black and gold costume. I love it.
Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
I love how he...
I'm sorry, what your name again?
talks to.
Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
I think he's gonna try and save the villain.
That was a plot leak that came out, and I guess it's true.
This away from me. Peter, you're struggling.
We'll go back. Oh, that was.
Everything you want.
That's Willem Dafoe.
The world tries to make you choose.
His whole speech about you have to choose, rise and fall.
I can't save everyone.
Yeah, that was Ned. That's a different spider suit too. Okay, now this is why I think that.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th exclusively.
Okay.
They make that look like there's going to be even more people coming through on top of Electro and Doc Ock and Sandman and all of them. But that may not be true. They may have just placed that at the end to give you that illusion that there's going to be more.
Well, here's the thing: is we know that this film ends with the Statue of Liberty. That's where this film ends.
So you think they're gonna at the very end bring in extra Spider-Man?
I think at the end there's gonna be a portal and it opens, and then maybe this is a Spider-Verse situation, because that part at the end of multiple universes opening. That's why I think they're gonna keep Tobey and Andrew for the movie at this point.
Which you said you wanted them to do that.
What I said was that I wanted them to tease them in the trailer, which they did, but to kind of keep all of the keep all of the like good stuff, keep the meat and potatoes, if you will.
I have a question for you now. Now, with the context of this trailer, and like you've seen more scenes, more sets, more places, how do you feel about those leaked photos that were put up and then taken down?
Oh, you know what? Okay, let's look at this picture that we have on the screen here. What is Tom Holland's Spider-Man jumping off of? Bunch of scaffolding. Do you remember the? Oh!
Do you think the other two are in this and they're just not shown?
You know what they did that with? They did that with the Captain America movie where Spider-Man was introduced.
Yeah, he wasn't included.
He was not in the clip in the trailer of them all kind of charging towards each other. There's room for two Spider-Man. Baby, you are so right. The point that I was gonna make. But you made an extremely good point. The point that I was going to make was that he's jumping off of a bunch of scaffolding, and the clip of Andrew Garfield that came out was him holding on to a piece of scaffolding, talking to the other two Spider-Men. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a clip out.
Yeah.
That was just the pictures.
And then John Campea just put out that picture of all three Spider-Men, and there is scaffolding in the background. Now we see in this trailer a bunch of scaffolding. And I never thought I'd say the word scaffolding this many times in one night. But no, you are absolutely right. I think that there is room in this shot for two other Spider-Men, and I think that they digitally remove them, and they're going to be in the film. You're so right. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, but we hope you enjoyed this reaction. But my name is Mateo Rivera. This is my wife Emily and my younger sister Tom. And no, okay.
My name is Vanessa.
And yeah, guys, we will see you next time. Hasta la vista.